How to set up taxes on Shopify. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can get started with setting up taxes on Shopify. Now, setting up taxes can seem like a really difficult and really tedious job to do, but depending on your region and where you're located, it can actually be pretty simple. Now, you can have different taxes depending on different regions if you are selling in multiple areas, or depending on where your business is located or registered, you might be charging taxes accordingly. So to get started with setting up these types of taxes, you're going to go into your Shopify dashboard and then click on settings on the bottom left. Once you do that, you're going to see your store details. So you want to make sure that the address of your store is correct. If the address of your store is correct, you can move on towards the next step, which is actually going to be to proceed with setting up taxes. So in this, first off, you're going to scroll down and you want to set up shipping and delivery, because if you haven't set up shipping and delivery, you can't actually set up taxes, or there's no purpose in setting up taxes when you haven't even set up shippings and delivery. So make sure to do that before you try to set up taxes. Then you're going to find the taxes and duties section right under there. And from here, you have a couple of different apps. So you have things like the Avalara as well as Vertex tax and compliance app. Both of these are paid applications, but can be super useful for a lot of people. However, if you do not want to use an app, I totally get that, and there are several different alternatives for people that are not looking to use applications to set up taxes. You can scroll down and you can see the setup option, and you're going to click on setup. Then you're going to click on select and select the regions you're collecting taxes in. Below that, you can click on next. Once you do that, you have deliveries, duties paid, labels required. You're going to click on next over here. Then you have to update your product information, where you have to update the harmonized system codes for one of your product variants, as well as update the country of origin. Then from here, you can review the terms and conditions. Now, this type of duties and import tax option is directly set up with Shopify, and you will have this be set up in an instant. But if you scroll down, you have global settings as well, where you can include sales tax in product price and shipping rates. And this assumes a zero tax rate, which is adjusted to local tax rates in markets. Then you can charge sales tax on shipping and charge VAT on digital goods. So you can charge VAT on digital goods as well. Now, for most people, when they are trying to set up taxes, one of the primary functions is to set up different taxes in different regions. So from here, you're going to choose all the regions. So let's say I want to collect tax in Canada. So I would click on Canada, click on the sales tax, select the individual province. So you have provincial sales taxes you can add, or you can add GST/HST. Let's say in British Columbia over here, this is our sales tax ID. You're going to enter that over here like this. And after you do that, you're going to enter whatever tax rates you have. You can add a shipping override as well as a product override. So certain products might have different taxations depending on what type of product they are. Now, keep in mind, if you want to centralize your taxes, and if you have multiple regions where you want to collect tax and it is going to be the same tax, then you're going to set it up and create your own shipping zone. And once you do that, you're going to set up taxes for that shipping zone. You can do that under your markets. And when you go into markets and you go into shipping and delivery, we're going to scroll down. Local delivery customizations. We're just going to click on general shipping rates. And then after that, we are going to delete the international and we're going to use another market. We're going to click on go to markets and add another market. And we are going to click on create market on the top right. Once you do that, you're going to search. Let's say this is going to be North. I'm just going to close out Africa, Asia, Europe, and North America. So within North America, let's say in the United States and Mexico and Canada. And I'm going to click on add this as an individual market. Once I add this as a market, you will see you have duties and import taxes because the product origin is not added as any of these regions. So we're going to click on turn on duties and imports. Once you do that, you're going to choose where you're collecting your taxes. So we're collecting in Pakistan, and we can choose if we are collecting in all these regions, but we're going to confirm, and we're going to collect in Canada, Pakistan, and then United States. Then we're going to click on next, and we have our DDP, which is going to be a DDP label when duties are prepaid to avoid any additional delivery fees for customers. This is usually done when you have international regions you're shipping to, and sometimes when you ship products internationally, people have to end up paying taxes on the products they receive over the price of the product that they've already paid to you. So this type of label ensures that people are not overcharged. Then you are going to just add product information. You can update with CSVs. Without an HS code, estimates will be based on the product type and can be less accurate. So you do want to add that, as well as a product's country of origin can affect the duty amount and must appear on commercial invoices. You're going to continue, then click on turn on. Once you do that, your taxes are going to be collected in all these regions. So if someone proceeds with purchasing your product, whether they are in Canada, whether they are in Mexico, whether they are in any state from the United States, if they choose to purchase a product, click on buy it now. Let's say it's $234 right now. Then you guys can see it has estimated taxes. The final tax in total will be confirmed later on. So let's say the delivery region is somewhere else. Then the taxes are also going to differ. And keep in mind, just because you've enabled taxes doesn't mean it's going to show up as a delivery option. You do need to go into settings and then go into shipping and delivery. And after that, you're going to set up delivery and then add your delivery zone. So we're going to click on add rate, and it's going to be a flat rate, and shipping rate is going to be custom. Is going to be AA. Click on done. And we're going to add our shipping zones. Click on done, A. And then for that particular zone, once we've added that zone, we can add the individual shipping rates. Let's say for Mexico, I want to charge, I'm going to click on add rate, and my rate is going to be $5. And I'm just going to click on done and then click on save. Now, once I've added the rate for shipping, even if it's just free shipping, you do need to add the shipping rate. After that, people will be able to select that as a region under your delivery. So I hope you guys found this video helpful, and you are now able to get started with setting up taxes on your Shopify store. If you did find this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or queries, you guys can leave those in the comments down below. I would love to know what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching.